Hi, welcome to your weekly forecast. This is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome, Libra, to your weekly forecast. The December 26th through January 1st. We're going to connect here and see what messages are coming up for the Libra collective, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra Rising. Keep in mind that this is a general reading. Therefore, not every single message is going to resonate. And that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. So without further ado, my dears and my darlings, let's see what we have coming up for the Libra collective. The first card here is the Three of Cups. This can be good news and celebrations. Now, sometimes Three of Cups can be connected to like engagements, birth announcements. So for some of you, there could be a New Year's proposal or something happening, or somebody close to you may be announcing that they're having a child. Sometimes this card can be connected to these kinds of announcements or these kinds of developments. Three of three. I don't know why I was gonna say Three of Companies, like Three's Company. I don't know. Maybe some of you are gonna be watching Three's Company, but Three of Cups. Three of Cups here is gonna be company, like-minded people, people that you can connect with, people that you can relate to. There's very much a soul family, like high vibe tribe. Energy around the Three of Cups. And it is a card that comes up for me specifically when we may be healing from feminine wounds and toxic feminine energy. So maybe maternal figures growing up weren't very loving or supportive. Maybe maternal figures were very cold and judgmental, or behaved more like a jealous sibling than a maternal figure. And maybe you've dealt with a lot of the mean girl energy through your life. And Three of Cups, there's none of that. Like, this is high vibrational energy. This is coming together, encouraging each other, supporting each other, giving to each other, lifting each other up. And so some of you may be finding that you're breaking away from very toxic circles or very toxic friendships. Some of you may have been dealing with like weird, gross, icky, frenemy kind of dynamic where it's like we're friends, but we don't really like each other, but I don't know if I can really trust them kind of thing. So I feel like coming out of the whole frenemy thing and coming into like-minded people, high vibrational people, where you all can be supportive of each other and be happy for each other. Libra, I feel some of you may be coming into something here in this last last little portion of 2022. I feel like some of you are coming into a big opportunity. So you might be landing a really significant contract. It could be a job offer, it could be an engagement, having a baby, meeting the love of your life. Like, it's just something really positive in your life, something very big coming in. And I feel like it's going to be extremely clear to you who is real and genuine in your life. It's going to weed out a lot of people for you, right? They say, the saying goes, misery loves company. And so sometimes when things are going well for us or good things are happening for us, there are people who aren't happy for us, right? And they're not going to celebrate in the good news with us. And I think it's going to become very apparent or evident to you that you're not gonna do it. Like, you're not gonna engage with those people. They're not happy for you, and so you're like, well, if they're not happy for me, I don't need them around, or I don't want them around. Some of you maybe had envisioned that you were gonna have a big celebration when this thing happened. You were gonna throw a big party, or you were gonna, like, do something really big or really generous, or you're gonna like have a really big wedding. And then based on how certain people are behaving, you might say, you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. If there's people who aren't happy for me, I want to just enjoy this with the people who are happy for me. So there may be definitely like a tightening of your circle, or like your circle becoming smaller, but it's also becoming more supportive and more enjoyable. The next card that's coming up here for the Libra collective is the Seven of Wands. And Seven of Wands is a card that says you're headed in the right direction. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. There could be people who are discouraging you, who are criticizing you, who are telling you you don't know what you're doing. But when the Seven of Wands comes up, they're not telling you these things to help you. They're telling these things to like pull you down from the path you're on and to like make you do what they want you to do. It's not like they have a genuine worry or concern about you failing. They may be more concerned about you succeeding and then not being able to have, control or influence over you, or not being able to benefit from your success. So there could be like a self-serving motivation here, when people might be coming in and telling you, oh, don't do this, don't do that, you don't know what you're doing. And so when I see Seven of Wands, it says, don't even bother um trying to reason with somebody or explain to them. Well, okay, all right, I understand that you have these concerns. Let me explain why I'm doing it this way. They don't care. They're not looking for logic. They're not looking for reason. They want what they want. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your precious energy getting into it with these people. Just keep doing what you're doing and don't feel like you have to explain everything or like you have to constantly defend yourself. Okay, all right, and just keep doing what you're doing. Also, with the success that's coming in, because this success is coming in, this opportunity is coming in, Libra, some of you are thinking, oh my gosh, I gotta strike while the iron is hot. How can I get even more out of the situation? How can I do even better, right? Like, for example, and I'm just going to use this as an example. Let's say you have a YouTube channel and all of a sudden one of your videos goes viral. Like, you get a ton of subscribers and followers, and people are talking about you, and now all of a sudden you have a ton of people who come to your channel. Super exciting, right? That's great. That's awesome. Or Instagram, or like whatever. Like, say your social media really takes off, or your podcast really takes off, and now you have a ton of people, and you're like, oh my gosh, like, how am I going to impress these people? And now you start to do really extra stuff. Now you start changing up the format, you start playing with things, you try to make it even better, you try to do things that you think is going to make it more professional or more interesting or more exciting. And people are going to be confused. They're going to be like, wait a minute, this isn't what pulled me in. This isn't what caught my eye. This isn't what grabbed my attention. What's going on here? It's going to be confusing for them. So what you're going to need to do is stick to what's working, right? This isn't time to be a maverick. This isn't a time to be like really out there and take massive risks. But if something is working, stick to it. Just keep doing it. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, as they say. The next card that's coming up here for the Libra Collective is the Devil. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Could be, if you have Capricorn placements, there could be big changes and big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. That might be a significant soulmate as you're going through these transitions. Keep in mind, soulmate does not have to be romantic. Sometimes it is, it doesn't have to be. But as I'm looking at these cards, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, it's like good things are happening, things are moving forward, there's progress, there's something significant you've manifested. But I'm feeling like the Devil card is coming in the way, in the sense of like the negative ego. The negative ego that comes in and says, oh my gosh, look how well things are going for you. Oh my goodness, I sure hope that they don't go wrong. Oh my goodness, that would be so terrible if all of a sudden, all of this started falling apart. I feel like negative ego is just coming in and like messing with you, because you're at this really big breakthrough. You're at this really big change. Negative ego hates change, even when the change is good and the change is positive. So, Libra, as this good news is coming your way, as these happy developments are happening, you're not getting pulled into the negativity, you're not getting pulled into the drama and the BS and the criticism and the jealousy, and you're staying your course. Negative ego's like, oh gosh, Libra's really, really on a roll here. I got to try to stop, Libra. And so you're going to have to have that mind over matter. Be sure that you're mentally present. Be sure that you're paying attention to your thought process, that you're not going on autopilot, because if you're going on autopilot, that negative ego is going to creep in, and then all of a sudden, bam, you are so discouraged and nothing even happened, right? It's like sometimes we get really sad, we get really depressed, we feel really hopeless, and somebody might say, well, what happened, Libra? What happened all of us, like you were so happy, what happened all of a sudden that you're, all down? And you're like, nothing happened, but I just feel so defeated, I feel so discouraged. Usually when we get hit with that kind of energy, we've been on autopilot and negative ego creeped in. And then before we knew it, bam, it sucked us down, it pulled us down. But if we can be mentally present in our thoughts and we're not on autopilot and we're aware of the thoughts that we're having, when the negative ego starts to creep in and we recognize it and we're able to nip it in the bud right away. We're able to cut it out right away. So try to avoid autopilot thinking in the coming weeks so that negative ego doesn't have a chance to come in and take root and drag you down and pull you down. I do feel that some of you are going to have to distance yourself from certain people, because as the progress is coming in and as the success is happening, there's someone who's very jealous. Like, I would even use the word seething. They're seething that these things are happening for you. It could be an older sibling, and that older sibling might feel like, well, it's not fair, right? It's not fair that Libra is younger than me. Even if you guys are like middle aged or retirement aged, there could still be this jealousy of like, I'm older, so how dare you have this opportunity? How dare this be happening for you? You have to wait. You have to wait until I have my come up. You have to wait until I have my opportunity and my success. Then you can have your turn. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, older sibling. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way at all. This is here now because I've been working for it. I've been manifesting it. Um, and so I feel like this jealousy, they might be coming in with a very, very sneaky way of like little by little, very, very, very on the down low, chipping away at your confidence. They may start giving you backhanded compliments. It's like you think it's a compliment, but it's an insult. They take an insult and they disguise it as a compliment and they give it to you. And at first, like, oh wow, thank you. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait a minute. And it's like kind of like getting inside your head and like chipping away at your confidence, or making you feel um like, oh gosh, bless your heart. Bless your heart that you think things could actually work out for you. I'm hoping for the best, but man, I don't know, like they're just giving you a sense or a feeling like, Libra, I care about you, I love you, and I'm really hoping this goes well for you, but just know that if for whatever reason this doesn't work out, I'm going to be here for you. And then it starts getting in your head like, oh, okay, well, do they know something? Do they know something I don't know? Or am I being foolish to celebrate this opportunity? Am I being foolish? Things could work out. They might even say things like, oh, well, we're going to have to figure out what the next thing is going to be to keep you relevant after your 15 minutes is up. Like, they might be saying it in a way like they're trying to help you, but really they're just putting in this negativity. And so I feel like some of you have to be very cautious of like this covert, undercover sabotage that somebody might be bringing in. So just be very aware and be very cautious. Not everybody in your boat is in your boat to help you row. Some people are sabotaging. And unfortunately, Libra, you're going to have to be very alert and very aware to avoid that energy. Next card coming up here is the Two of Pentacles. And Two of Pentacles is busyness, a lot going on. So Libra, you're coming into a busy season, but Two of Pentacles reminds us to make room for play, to make time for play. Don't get so stressed out about it. Don't get so serious about it that you start to lose your joy, that you start to lose your pleasure in what you're doing. Focus on the aspects that you like. Focus on the aspects that make you happy, and try to balance out, this work, play, balance, love life, personal life, friendships, work. Try to keep a balance because you're coming into a busy time. You're coming into a busy season where many things are happening at once. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. There's a playlist in the description that will take you to the other videos, so you can definitely check those out. Love readings are linked in the description. 2023 forecasts are linked in the description. Don't forget to check out your 2023 forecast. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to the scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you'll have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, my darlings.